It is now 12:01. We will officially start the meeting by ringing the bell. I wish Paulette was here for this one.
Oh,
Oh, wait a minute. Dang nabbit. Share sound. That's the thing, Justin. I just remembered. Okay, on your laptop, sorry, in the more on the controls, it says share sound. That's what you have to remember to do.
Share sound.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. So share sound when you turn off your microphone. So now let's ring this bell again so that we can share the sound. Come on. That was a piano falling down the stairs. All right. I did not see Joe yet. And I thought he was going to be back today, but Bill, are you willing to do?
I'm here.
Oh, there you are, Joe. There you are. Hi, sorry. You know, whoops. Let me go back. Oh, God bless it. Go back, people. Machines, I hate you. All right. So, all right. Now I'm going to stop that. There we go. Joe, hi. How are you?
Hey.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, being that Mother's Day was on Sunday, and in Latin America, including Mexico, it was Monday, I would like to have a invocation honoring all our mothers. So if you would be kind enough to bow your heads if you are so inclined, let us pray. Father God, we come before you humbly, honoring our mothers. Those women that nurture our bodies, our mind, that nurture our soul, that we live in them at the beginning stages of our life, and our hearts remain connected throughout our entire time alive. We thank you because they are willing to sacrifice anything for us. They'd rather be cold than us be cold. They'd rather be hungry than allow us to be hungry. They would rather be sad to see us sad. Bless each one of them. May your presence be felt, and that they may be able to feel and to know how much we love them, and thank them for all the sacrifices they have done and they continue to do for us. Bless our moms. We love them. Thank you. In your name, amen.
Amen.
Rick Greenstein, how are you? Would you be willing to lead our pledge, since I did not prep on this very well?
Sure.
There's a flag for you.
Perfect. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all.
Now for our patriotic song, I researched opera singers. Let's see here. Let's go.
The great Timothy Miller will stand behind the microphone and perform another stirring rendition of God Bless America, and this one special on September 11th.
God bless America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with a light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home.
Yes, Justin, we did understand every word. Even though it was in English. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our May 11th Zoom meeting for Escondido Rotary Club. Want to welcome our guests. We have Donna Johnson visiting today. Hello, Donna.
Hi, everybody. Nice to be here.
Hey, how did you hear about the meeting?
My dear friend, Miss Marilyn Lynch, and my next door neighbor invited me, and I've become very interested already.
Very nice. Thank you,
You'll
Marilyn.
see more of me, I think.
Oh, good.
That's great.
Yeah. And we have, let's see here. Mike Peters is here, but he's not a guest. Welcome again, Mike. Roxanne Rostamian is going to be a new member. She is at Banner Bank. She's taking Jade Olin's position, or has taken Jade Olin's position. Kristen, hello. You are in process to being a member there too. Hi. Let's see, I'm just going through this whole thing. And are there any guests that I have missed here? Any visiting Rotarians that I've missed? All right, so here is, Donna, you probably haven't been familiar with this yet. So this is specially for you.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see if I can make this work. There we go.
Howdy, we're glad to have you here. Welcome, we sing a loud and clear. Relax, enjoy the program, and won't you come back to see us again?
Thank you.
Very welcome. Well, no, there we go. So here's the upcoming calendar, and yesterday I was putting this together, and I went, oh look, this is the last calendar I'm going to put together. It goes all the way to June 29th. I'm so excited. But between now and the 29th, next week we have Wade Nomura, who is actually a Rotarian, talking on racial and social equity and justice. On the 25th, the Escondido Creek Conservancy will be here to talk about the Grape Day Project. On the 1st, we have Diane Hansen from Palomar Health. We have a smoke alarm program from the San Diego Burn Institute on the 8th. Vaughn will be doing Club Assembly on the 15th. And on the 22nd, we have Tara Lawson-Raymer talking about District 3. And here, speaking of District 3, here we go, welcome. And then on the 29th is the day I've been waiting for almost a year now. So here we go. Yes, Jay.
On the 22nd, I think Lori Filer's going to talk instead of.
Oh, that's right. That is correct. I am. I had forgotten.
To change it.
Yes, we had to change that. Lori Filer, you are correct. I even suggested that to Darren. So how can I forget this? All right. So on the 22nd, former mayor, former Escondido Rotarian, Lori Filer is going to be talking about Habitat for Humanity. Yes, that's brilliant. So there will be a new calendar next week. Excellent.
Jan, this is Larry. Didn't you say the motion was the 30th before?
That's my mistake. I meant the 29th. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. Good. Yeah,
it is the 29th. It's Tuesday evening.
Oh, phew. I thought maybe it was the 30th and everyone was telling me the 29th.
Is this a double demotion? Do we get to pay double?
Yeah, sure.
Right? Beautiful. Member moments. Are there any member moments? All right. Hearing none that want to be shared. It is Christine's turn.
Okay, this is Rotarians in the Wild Mother's Day edition. So there were so many of you that took to Facebook or Instagram to, honor your moms. And this is a particularly nice one. Look at Justin and his mom. Next, go ahead. This is Kurt. Happy Mother's Day, Tiana. going out with their 2 little ones. Colleen, this just cracked me up. This is a perfect Mother's Day to have the kids and the dogs in the swimming pool having a great day. So I hope you did as well. A special day for Ozzy and Julia. That's a really nice picture as well.
You know, this is the thing about Ozzy and all of his social media. It's like he's celebrating birthdays and Mother's Day year round. He's always celebrating.
Yeah, well,
that's amazing.
Good. It's a wonderful way to live.
Right?
Yeah, this is Lila and her son, and I think grandson. So very, very nice to see Lila.
Why swim in the real pool when you can swim in the pup pool, says Colleen.
And this is Krista. So she was celebrating Mother's Day with her mom and her father's 80th birthday. So happy Mother's
And guess who wasn't invited?
Day. Well, I heard you say earlier you stayed home and
Yes, I did. I got to stay home and take care of the cat.
somebody has to. And this is me and my mom a couple years ago. And on the left-hand side, it's my first time at Rancho Bernardo Winery. And they had an arts and crafts fair this weekend. And so my son and granddaughter and I went and had a great time. It's a little bit of Tuscany practically in our backyard. So you can see this is from a few years ago with her son and daughter, but it's a lovely picture and happy Mother's Day.
All right. So I'm going to have to mute everybody here. And then Jay, you will unmute yourself, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So everyone's muted now. This is our fun song for our program today. And the song is to the tune of "You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman." No, you need to unmute, Jay.
What I said was you're wrong again. Okay, here we go. If music's your thing and you like to sing, then Justin Gray's your man. For 40 plus years, he serenaded ears, so let's give him a hand. Justin can do many things, play piano, arrange songs, he's the king. He's with us today, maybe he'll write a play. That idea has a nice ring.
Thank you so much, Aretha.
You're welcome. It's Aretha, not urethra.
Right, right. Well, yes, because you're a skin doctor. So, Justin.
Well, thank you so much, Jay. I'm going to have to revisit Natural Woman because apparently I've been playing it wrong all these years. So thank you all. And thank you to my actors. We've gathered a group of about 10 people, and we are going to call ourselves the Thespians of Rotary. And we're going to present a Reader's Digest version of Die Fledermaus. And what I'm going to do is intersperse it with a little music once in a while. So actors, are we all ready?
Fine, ready.
All right, in the interest of time, I'm just going to read the first paragraph, Act 1, story in a nutshell. And I think once everyone gets used to what the show's about, they won't need me to read Act 2 and Act 3. So here's Act 1 summary, and then we'll go along with the overture, and then Dr. Falke, you'll be on. So, Act 1, Gabriel von Eisenstein, played by Von North, a Vietnamese man about town, has been sentenced to 8 days in prison for insulting an official, partly due to the incompetence of his attorney, Dr. Blind, played by Mike Freet. Adele, the maid, played by Colleen McKinnon, receives a forged letter, allegedly from her sister, who's in the company of the ballet, but actually written by Eisenstein's friend, Dr. Falke, played by Bill Smith, inviting her to a ball being hosted by Prince Orlovsky, played by Jan Jones. She pretends the letter says that her aunt is very sick and asks her mistress, Rosalinda, Eisenstein's wife, played by Christine Montan, for an evening off so she can go to the ball with her sister, Ida, played by Dara Zerwanka. Falke arrives to invite him to the ball. Eisenstein bids farewell to Adele and his wife, Rosalinda, pretending he is going to prison, but really intending to postpone jail for one day and have fun at the ball. After Eisenstein leaves, Rosalinda is visited by her former lover, the singing teacher Alfred, played by Jay Grossman, who serenades her. Frank, the governor of the prison, played by Joe Stanford, who, by the way, dressed very well for the part today, arrives to take Eisenstein to jail and finds Alfred instead. In order not to compromise Rosalinda, Alfred agrees to pretend to be Eisenstein and accompany Frank. Then once we get to jail, it is played by a drunk jailer. And of course, I could think of no one better than our own Andy Kerwin. So here is the overture.
Okay.
Okay, not yet.
You're thinking of hats, huh?
I was just wondering what we might have.
Okay, we'll have to skip that for now.
Where's
All right,
the,
go ahead, Dr. Falke, you're on.
ladies, gentlemen, and others, welcome to Escondido. I am Dr. Fritz Falke. I'm also called Dr. Fledermaus, but not by my friends, only by fools. I do not like to be called Fledermaus, and neither would you if you knew what a Fledermaus is. A Fledermaus, dear friends, is nothing more or less than a bat. I submit to you, do I look like a bat? No. Sound like a bat? No. Behave like a bat? Well, we shall see. I am called Dr. Fledermaus because not long ago, my friend Eisenstein and I, you shall meet him presently, were taking one another home from a fancy dress ball like the cour de cuisine. He was a butterfly that night, I a bat, a butterfly and a bat. In a carriage on the way home, I passed out, fell asleep, my friend, fell asleep. And my friend, my best friend, what did he do but deposit me unconscious in the middle of Grape Day Park and leave me? At 9 in the morning, I awoke. What happened to me? 100 people in a circle singing the Howdy song. I had to make my way through the streets for an hour in costume. Since that day, I am called Dr. Fledermaus, but not by my friends. My revenge on this practical joker is planned for tonight. If you stay awake and pay attention, you shall see it and I trust enjoy it. Aren't you glad you came? Good Lord, look at the time. I must walk to Eisenstein's now. Come along if you like.
Fred, or was I imagining it? No, who could imagine such a voice? But would he dare to tempt me in front of my husband's back with his high B flat?
Watch me get to the ball tonight.
He probably thinks I don't love him anymore just because I happen to marry someone else.
Madame, my aunt is sick.
But why does he devil me? He knows what his high C does to me.
Madame, my aunt is very sick.
Your sick aunt has picked the wrong night to be sick, just when my poor husband has to go to jail for a week.
Why?
Because the judge said so.
But what did he do?
Nothing at all. He just kicked the IRS tax collector in the stomach.
But my aunt.
She'll have to hang on.
Alfred walks into the room. He moves towards Rosalinda and stands a few feet behind her.
Alfred!
How did you know?
I felt you.
I haven't touched you.
See that you don't.
Why not?
I'm married.
Congratulations.
You must leave.
I didn't come here to leave.
What if my husband comes in?
I'll be very polite,
He's expected any moment.
but soon after he'll be in jail for a week,
No,
for one whole glorious week.
but the case hasn't been decided yet. He's there with his attorneys now.
He will lose
How do you know?
because it's in the stars
No,
that you and I must love again.
never. Jamais non plus.
You love me, don't deny it. I can see it
Where?
in these eyes at the back of your head.
I never loved you.
What?
I only loved your voice.
I still have my voice.
I know.
I'll be sure to bring it with me when I come back later tonight.
No, don't come back. You are nothing to me. Niente.
Nothing?
Less than nothing.
Rosalind, you are my love. Your eyes twinkle like stars above. Eisenstein's such a bore. You should leave him for sure and stay with me, my turtle dove.
Oh, if only he wouldn't sing. His words are nothing to me, but his voice, oh, his sweet voice. Dear God, please don't let my husband go to jail. I'll try and keep him from kicking any more tax collectors in the stomach.
Gabriel von Eisenstein and his lawyer, Dr. Blind, come in. Von Eisenstein, dapper looking in a coat. Dr. Blind, nearsighted, irritable, nervous, wears a court robe and a wig and carries legal documents and books.
I had to go and hire you?
You don't understand law.
I don't understand that I was sentenced for a week and you argued my case so brilliantly that now I am sentenced for 2.
But on a technicality.
Get out of here, you incompetent nincompoop.
Eisenstein, I accept your apology, Sveinund.
Dr. Blind exits.
Oh, my dearest, 2 long weeks in jail. I don't know how I can stand it.
I don't know how I can sit it. I want dinner, the best possible dinner. I want some clothes, the worst possible clothes.
Adele leaves with his coat.
Worst?
Yes, it will be difficult without letting my companions see that they have an aristocrat in their midst.
Oh, my darling, how clever you are.
If I were clever, I wouldn't be going to jail.
Don't sulk, my lad. You're the luckiest of men.
Go away. What are you doing here anyway?
I've come to invite you to a ball.
I have other plans.
I'm running the ball tonight for Prince Orlovsky, the greatest affair of the season. That Orlovsky, he has nothing but money and a title. What a night. Wine, women, and waltzes.
No men?
Of course, men, and you among them.
But I have to report to jail.
But what's wrong with stopping off at the ball along the way? No one will look for you there. And if they look for you, they'll never find you. You'll be lost in a sea of beautiful girls. Good night. Good night, dear lady. I'll see you there.
Is he going to?
He's running it.
What?
I say he's running. He's going to introduce me. That is, escort me.
I was going to take you there myself.
No. I couldn't bear it. Excuse me.
Adele, did you find the old clothes?
Yes, madame.
Did you put them in the master's dressing room?
Yes, madame.
Adele, is your aunt still sick?
What aunt?
Your sick aunt, isn't she still sick?
Oh, yes, madame, very.
Well, then you better go and see her at once.
But you said...
Never mind what I said, just do as I say.
Of course, madame. But it was just that before you said...
I know, but now I'm in a much better humor.
Because the master is going to jail?
What? Be still.
Of course, madame, and thank you. You're sure you'll be all right alone?
Quite sure.
Eisenstein comes in, resplendent in white tie and tails. He carries his top hat, gloves, and cape. Rosalinda and Adele look at him, astonished.
Well, I'm ready.
What are you wearing?
Rosalinda, darling, I've changed my mind.
Why?
I'd rather think I'd look my best.
Just
And let's
make sure you share sound.
All right. All right,
It's all
we'll
good.
skip this part.
Oh, but we want the music.
Mm.
Here.
Share computer sound.
Okay.
Most enchanting atmosphere. Let's all be happy while we may. We still are young and gay. For today, let's be gay. Let's be gay. Let's be gay. We will dance. We will sing. We will have a celebration with a song and with laughter. Let us make the rafters ring.
Here we are at Prince Orlovsky's party. And what a party it is. A great hall is ready to hold a glittering assembly of, glitterati, the real and wannabes, along with a mixture of liveried locals, the corps de ballet, and hirsute, rebeshkade Cossacks of Prince Orlovsky's menage. There's much food, cigarettes, confections, chairs, tables, screens, and cushions for the convenience of the moment of the various guests and the amusement of the host, the capricious Prince Orlovsky. And most of all, there is champagne, 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 that glorious tickle your nose, bubbly, heavenly brew, which in such mixed company makes equals of us all.
Ida, look at me. I'm here.
Good Lord.
How do I look? I did just what you said. I borrowed a dress from my mistress, and this, and this, and this, and this.
May I inquire, how are you? Oh,
And you're muted.
may I inquire again, how are you? I couldn't hear you.
Bored.
Enjoying the party?
Boring.
A splendid turnout.
Bores.
Of course, Excellency.
What is the boresome program for this evening?
Roulette has begun.
Mm-hmm.
The ballet has arrived.
Uh-huh.
Fireworks at dawn.
Uh-huh.
The men are here with the itching powder as soon as you tell them which backs to put it down.
Uh-huh.
And the bonfire is going in case you'd like to burn some money.
No, we did that last week. Besides, the government does a much better job of it. Didn't you say something about a special entertainment tonight? An intrigue of some sort?
Shh. Of course, Your Excellency, of course, but it mustn't get around. It's a play within a play within a play.
Playful?
It is, Excellency. Wait and see.
What is it called?
The Bat's Revenge.
An ornithological horror story, perhaps.
Oh, that's easy for you to say. No,
Right.
Listen.
The young, handsome one there, that's Prince Orlovsky.
So young and already a prince?
Of course.
Come on, introduce me.
No.
All right, then.
No.
Excellency,
Yes,
Excellency, this is my sister. Tanya,
how are you enjoying my party, Miss Tanya?
Boring.
Oh, after my own heart. To the game room, girls. Try your luck with my money.
Won't you come with us?
No, no, no. I always win. And that's so boring.
Falke brings Eisenstein over to Prince Orlovsky with great ceremony.
Your Highness, allow me to present the Marquis de Renard.
Welcome.
Your servant.
You are French, I take it?
Well, in a way, yes. I mean, oui.
J'ai passé beaucoup de jours et de nuits dans votre pays.
Doubtless.
Ah, I hope you enjoy your evening.
Oui, Your Highness.
Dr. Falke has promised me that this is going to be unlike any other evening.
Oui, I am looking forward to it.
You should be.
Thank you, merci. Aren't you drinking, Your Highness?
No. Wine bores me along with everything else. To tell you the truth, even love bores me.
Oh, not me.
I've had my share of everything. The only thing that doesn't bore me is laughter. I can always use some of that. Dr. Falke here has promised me I'm going to have a good laugh tonight.
Really? Over what?
Over you, Marquis.
Me?
My master.
My chambermaid. That is my wife's dress she's wearing.
He's supposed to be in jail.
Come here, my friends. I must introduce you.
What will I do?
fake it.
All right, but what does that mean? Fake it.
Act. You've always wanted to be an actress, haven't you? Well, here's your chance. Act.
Come on.
The only thing is, if I've recognized her, she's sure to recognize me.
Don't be silly. If she's a chambermaid, how could she possibly be acquainted with a marquis?
Of course.
Miss Ida, allow me to present the Marquis de Renaud.
How do you do?
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Oh, this is good. This is very, very good.
Why are you staring at me, my dear Marquis?
I'm sure I've seen you someplace before.
Impossible. I've never been there.
Where?
What?
Funny.
It's amazing. Miss Tanya, but you look exactly like
Like
my chambermaid.
What? How dare you?
I only remarked.
I heard you.
Don't be offended. This chambermaid you resemble is a marvelous chambermaid, a beauty, a wonder, a most beautiful chambermaid.
Do you allow your guests to insult one another?
Of course. Dear friends, let's make room for a wonderful treat I have reserved for last. We will have some great artists perform for us tonight. Maestro, please.
And now the scene is the municipal jail. Frosch, the jailer, appears. He is clearly inebriated. He staggers and weaves.
My keys, where are my keys? Don't anybody leave this place until I find my keys. The warden said to me, Frosch, he always calls me Frosch because that is my name. I'm supposed to make my morning report at the 7 o'clock. No later. That's how I lost my last job. Forgot to make my report. But I'm ready to make it, and he's not here. The warden, that is. Or if he is, I don't see him. All well behaved, except that one Eisenstein, cell number 12, sings opera all the time. Good singer, but the other prisoners hate opera. No accounting for taste.
As he leaves, the orchestral music begins and Frank enters.
Oh, sir, I beg to make my report.
Make your report.
All in order. Number 12 wants a lawyer.
Mr. Einstein?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, get him one.
I did.
Who?
Blind.
Why blind? He's a terrible lawyer.
Yes, sir, but he gives me a case of cognac for every case I send.
Adele and Ida come in.
Hello.
Good morning.
What a quaint apartment.
So original.
Surprised to see me?
I'm surprised to see anybody. Take them somewhere.
Somewhere.
Anywhere.
How about number 13?
Fine.
Will you follow me, please, young ladies?
What are you doing here? I'm glad to see you. You are company misery loves.
Thank you.
I'm Gabriel von Eisenstein, at your service, Warden.
One of us is drunker than the other, and it's not me.
Probably me.
You are not Eisenstein.
Why not?
Because Eisenstein is in cell number 12 and has been there all night.
The mistake.
I arrested him personally.
Where?
In his apartment.
When?
Last night about 10. It was rather awkward. He was dining with his wife, she in a robe.
Robe?
Yes, and he in his dressing gown.
Gown?
I picked the worst possible moment.
Moment?
How was I to know? It's time like those that make me hate my job. Nobody likes to tear a man out of his wife's arm, after all.
Tear?
What a scene.
There may be better ones to come.
What?
I want to see this man at once.
Eisenstein?
Whoever he is.
Sorry, no visitors without permits.
Then give me a permit, and while you're thinking about it, give me another permit to murder him.
A knock is heard. Frosch goes to answer, dragging Eisenstein with him. Dr. Blind comes bustling in, dressed just like in Act 1. From inside his robe, he brings out a case of cognac and hands it to Frosch.
Thank you. Now, if you'll just wait here, counselor, I'll bring Mr. Eisenstein.
Wine. Oh, excuse me. Well, that was quick.
What do you want? You lawyer.
You sent for me.
No, he didn't. Mr. Eisenstein sent for you.
But this is Mr. Eisenstein.
It is?
Of course.
Well, there's two of him then, and the other one is the one that sent for you.
Rosalinda,
My friend.
you didn't desert me.
No.
Just when I was beginning to feel bereft, forgotten, used, you're here.
Yes.
Do you mind if I cry?
Yes.
Then I won't.
Thank you.
Should I sing something?
No.
Then I won't.
Listen.
I'm listening, though I'd rather sing.
Look at me.
May I?
Of course. Get up, you fool. You must get out of here as soon as possible.
Fine. Do you have the keys?
My husband may be here at any moment.
He's welcome to number 12. I've warmed it up for him.
You've got to get out.
I'm trying. I've sent for a lawyer.
Thank God, perhaps he can help us.
Your lawyer. And here's your king.
Quite so, quite so, quite so.
Brilliant, my dear, simply brilliant. You deserve a reward and you shall have it.
My watch?
You should have watched it. Would you like to count my heartbeats again, my dear Marquis?
No, I would just like to mind to stop.
Down from your high horse, then. What's champagne for the gander is champagne for the goose.
So you are Eisenstein. Well, well, well.
Not so well. Take your hands out of my pockets. That is my dressing gown, and that is my wife.
I return both with thanks.
Not so easily. I want satisfaction immediately.
Immediately is too soon, not for me, but for you.
Why?
Have you forgotten? You're going to stay here a while in number 12, I believe.
I refuse.
That is not for you to say.
Well, we shall see.
We shall.
Good morning. Good morning. Do you all know one another?
Y'all know to another.
Here's your man, Warden. Am I free to go?
Yes.
Thank you.
Take him to number 12.
No.
Don't worry. I'll see your wife home and take good care of her while you're away.
Wait, I'm not Eisenstein officially.
You are.
Prove it.
Oh, why? Well, wait.
Hold your tongue, Rosalinda. And you, too, you playful gorilla. I'll pile revenge on revenge.
What's the use? You'll have to serve your sentence sooner or later.
I choose later.
I choose now.
How dare you?
Locked up.
We'll sue.
We'll win.
I've never been so insulted.
Nor I, not in the morning at least.
Please, please, I apologize. It was all his fault.
Warden, your orders.
Orders? Are you the governor?
I am, and in that capacity, I ask you, do you know that gentleman?
Yes, Herr von Eisenstein. And that is my former mistress.
Former? That is my dress. Take it off.
Ah, my lovelies, at last I find you again.
Oh, well, my play within a play within a play will have to play another day for a resolution. For now, I'm content to enjoy my friends such as they are. Who is to blame? Ah, perhaps His Majesty Champagne, the King of Wine.
And as exit music, I'm going to play the overture.
Getting at the end.
You may begin.
All right, thank you to my actors. That was so much fun.
I sense an annual tradition in the making, says Colleen. No, Dan, I was acting. I was. It's midday. It's a little early.
Thank you, Justin, for that brilliant composition.
Very nice.
So Justin, the one scene that where they had this scrolling underneath, that's what PLA does, correct?
Incorrect.
Incorrect. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
we don't do any scroll, and there's no narrator because everything's in English, so no problem understanding.
Okay, but like, but what was it like with Romeo and Juliet? You were talking about the part of what PLA does, especially like with kids, to get them more engaged in opera. There's
right.
something.
Unlike larger opera houses, which use super titles on a screen or even in the seat in front of you, we opt to dump that model, and instead we have a narrator coming out at the beginning of each scene for about 60 seconds explaining what happened, what's about to happen, and then you can concentrate on the actual acting and singing rather than constantly moving up and down. So we like that model, and it seems to be working nicely.
So you wouldn't have a narrator for this opera, but you would for Romeo and Juliet.
Correct.
Excellent. And this is going to be the production you're doing this fall?
Yes.
Excellent. Do we have a date? Do we have a date?
We do. October 15th is our opening.
Fantastic. And when will
now,
tickets?
Pardon me?
When will tickets be available?
They are available now on our website, Pacific Lyric Association. And I want to say to my actors, in case anything happens to our regular cast actors, I may be giving you a call.
I doubt that. I think you'd do a better job, at least for my part, just going down the street and finding someone at McDonald's.
Behind McDonald's.
Maybe a poundage.
I might do that, but I would like to have a professional costumer.
But Jay, can I take some of your musical ideas and incorporate them?
Sure.
Okay, we'll have to run that by our artistic director, Alexandra. She, but I think she might like the idea.
Okay.
Or maybe not really.
Oh,
very creative though.
Do we have any other questions for Justin about Pacific Lyric Association and what we saw today? All right. Well,
thanks everybody.
Yes, thank you, Justin. It really was, that was fun. I had such a good time. Even though I didn't drink, I had a good time.
I suggest those of you who don't have jobs or do have jobs, keep them.
Keep them.
Oh. And those of you who don't have jobs, I'm sorry.
You taped that, right?
Right.
So when Jackie gets back, she could watch that, right?
Absolutely. And I will make sure I'll send you a specific link, but the Rotary Club actually has a YouTube channel where you can see any meeting over the last year and most board meetings when I remember to record them like I did today.
Okay.
So all that being said, get my keys out. Oh, I mean my, and let's ring the bell out to end the meeting. We start with our shower thought. Most people go around the sun more times in their life than they go around the earth. So let us.
It's deep.
Yeah, especially where he ended up. And let's ring out the bell. Thank you all. You guys have a great week. And I'm looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday, which is the 18th. One more week gone and one more week closer to demotion. Woohoo! Thank you all. You guys have a great week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, Dara. It was great, great program. Bye, Chirito. Thank you. Justin, you are talented.
Thanks, Andy. Appreciate it.
You took a bunch of nobodies and turned us into stars.
How about that? And one of these days, I'll actually figure out technical side of things.
Right, right. I
Yep.
get that. I get that. All right. I'm going to shut down my personal one. See you, Rick.
See ya.
Keith, thank you. Yes, President-elect nominee Justin, thank you very much. Let's see. Vaughn, thank you. That was great fun. Mike, Keith, Don, I hope you enjoyed that. Roy, I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, I did. Thanks.
I'm going to close my personal screen. Does anyone want to chat any further, or should I shut down the main screen too?
Well, I just saw your cat cross in front of the camera at the end of the board meeting. So that was, your cat looks a lot like our cat.
Yeah, it might be related.
We should
Cat
have a
is
D-
obnoxious.
Should we have a DNA test done?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, right.
His actually has a little insulin in it. He's become diabetic for some reason.
Oh, that's
last
too bad.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is he?
Let's see. The dog's 15, so he's 13.
Okay, it's getting up. Yeah.
Yeah, he is. He's getting up there, but not as old as you would think. So, I mean, for a cat, cats live to 20, right?
Yeah, we had our previous cat died when he was about 19.
So we're trying to figure out what we're going to do when we want to travel, because having a cat that needs shot twice a day is kind of a challenge.
That's true. Mhm.
So, all right.
Okay,
Hi.
Andrew.
Bye, all.
Mike,
Bye, y'all. Bye, Alex.
oh,
Oh, what? You want something? I'm sorry.
it's okay, Mike already got out.
Oh,
I'll see you
see how we
guys.
are. Bye, y'all. All right. See you all soon.